In this week's grocery haul, I picked up shampoo, maxi pads, wipes, bottles for our spring water and rosemary oil that we use on our hair, and Dow soap. I am on a journey to stockpile my home with groceries and personal and essential items. I am completely stocked for essential and personal items with this haul. In today's video, I will be completing my privacy fence. I am so proud of my progress. I have learned so much along the way, but I did want to clarify a couple of things. Number one, the post I put down back in March. I started the hole in Jeremiah, that is my youngest son. He finished it off, finished digging the holes for me. I set the post in cement, so they are set in cement. I am using treated wood. I was told that is the best. I did a lot of research. Mainly, I watched a ton of YouTube videos that detailed how to build a fence. Like I said, I have no experience with building a fence, but YouTube is a great teacher. There are so many videos that give you the step-by-step on how to build a fence. Of course, watching a video and actually implementing what you saw are two different things. But getting out there and just trying, it's gonna all come together. I have 3 battery packs for the drill, and I let all of them die. Judgment free zone. So while they're charging, I decided that we would talk. If you're new here, you don't know, but I'm 43 and I am going through perimenopause. I have days where, it's just a week before. The week before my cycle, I have a lot of brain fog. I wasn't too pleased with the quality of the last video, but I'm not gonna apologize for it. I'm done apologizing for being authentically me. My phone needed me to delete some data so that it can have more room for storage, and it also needed an update. And I also was experiencing a lot of brain fog, so I would forget my thoughts and I still struggle through. That is going to happen, and again, like I said, I'm not going to apologize for that. Just live and learn. But weeks where I'm fluffier, and if you've been tuning in, you know there are weeks where I'm thinner and weeks where I'm fluffier. Of course, my fluffy weeks is when my brain fog is the worst, and when I struggle with migraines as well. They go hand in hand. But I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm not going to slow down. I'm not going to let it get in the way. It just is what it is. But I did want to acknowledge that. I can clearly articulate my thoughts, but I'm in a different phase of life right now. Like, my body is changing. I want to inspire you guys to not let age stop you from doing anything. The most powerful tool that you have is your mind. When you make up your mind and you say you're going to do something, you can do anything you set your mind to. Like, there is truly no limitations on us. But we tend to be our toughest critics. Like, I am more critical of myself than anyone around me. I am loved well, and I am loved deeply by the people around me. They extend grace to me like I extend grace to them, but I don't know how to extend grace to myself. So I wanted to tell you guys, number one, don't let age stop you from accomplishing any goal you set for yourself. If God woke you up this morning, there's still something that you're supposed to be doing while you're here. There's still work to do. Live. And number two, I'm very critical of myself. And last night in the tub, I really was upset with the quality of the video. If I had watched it through after I saved it to my phone, I would have saw that there was a slight delay in it, and there's nothing I could do about the voiceover, because yesterday, well, I recorded the video on Tuesday, and yesterday when I uploaded, my brain fog was still there. So even if I did a voiceover, it would have been similar to what it was on Tuesday. Hey, so I just left it. But in the tub yesterday, I was so upset that I didn't review the video one last time before uploading it. And I'm starting to notice that about me, that I will hyper focus on things that aren't even important. I got the video up. You guys were so loving, so supportive. You understood me even though I struggled to maintain and hold on to my thoughts. And you extended nothing but grace and love, and I'm so grateful for you guys, but I didn't do the same for myself. Last night in the tub, because I don't know if you're new here, you don't know, like, my tub is my special place. I've owned my home for almost 8 years, and I've used my shower like 5 times, no exaggeration. I love the tub, but I run it with hot water and it hugs me, and for some reason I am able to restore my soul and feed my soul in a strange way, just sitting and soaking in my tub. So I do it every night. But last night while I'm sitting in the tub and I'm getting on myself, like, I can't get my thoughts to be positive in reference to what I did yesterday, or because of the quality of the video. And I told myself, if my kids started a YouTube channel and they were trying to make content and they struggled in some way, how would I talk to them? And the things and the thoughts that I have for myself, never in a million years would I put that on my boys. I would tell them I'm so proud of them for what they've accomplished. I tell them if they don't like it, then they ain't gotta watch it. I tell them you're doing a great job, keep pushing. If you could be perfect, you wouldn't need God. Like, you're not going to obtain perfection, you're going to progress and you're gonna learn from everything. But in order for you to learn, you gotta make a mistake. I would love on them. I would never allow myself or anybody in a million years to talk to my kids with the way my thoughts talk to me. So I made a commitment yesterday. The commitment I made to myself yesterday is I now have 3 kids. I have my Jordan, and I have my Jeremiah, and I have the little girl in Elizabeth. That is my 3rd child. When I am feeling very critical of myself, I'm going to talk to her like I would talk to my kids. I'm going to extend grace to her in the way that I would extend grace to my kids. I am trying to do something different in life. I'm trying to show up for myself. I became a mom at 22, and my life has been about being a provider, being the head of my household, making sure I make financial decisions that are right for my kids. So much so that I've lost sight of my voice. I know how to be a good mom. I know how to provide and maintain a home for me and my children, but I don't know how to take care of me. In the beginning stages, because YouTube gives you the highlight reel, you're seeing me on the other side of the hill. But I had to climb to get here, and I'm still climbing because there's still so much more I need to accomplish and do for myself. But I started off having to not consider myself, consider what my kids needs, because I'm a limited resource, and I was doing the best that I can, and I was running like a crazy person. If you're a mom, you know that race. So I trained myself, as long as the whole time I've been a mom, to ignore the inner me and the needs of the inner me, because the needs of the kids had to come primary. The needs of our home to make sure that the kids were okay had to come first. And all those years of suppressing my need, I'm having to retrain myself at 43 how to listen to my voice, how to feed my soul, the way that I encourage and uplift the people around me, how to do that for myself. So I want you guys to do that too. If you're critical of yourself, if you're your worst critic, you're gonna come outside of yourself in a sense. And you're gonna talk to yourself like you would talk to the people you love. If you don't have a child, you have pets that you love. You have a niece, a nephew, you have a sister, you have somebody in your life who you love coming or going. That same grace, that same love you're gonna extend to yourself. And in this season, I'm learning to do it for myself, but more than just put up content and get views and comments, I want us to feed each other's soul. And I realize that how I talk to myself is a problem. And I want to improve on it. And if you're struggling with the same thing, I want you to talk to yourself like you talk to the people who you love the most. Till you learn how to own in on that self-talk that is positive and uplifting for you. And also, I want you to know, regardless of where you are in life, because as you age, your body changes, your capacity for things changes. And I'm in the midst of one of those transitional periods, but I'm still gonna build this fence. I can't bend down as much as I can, so I have to get on my knees, but rather I'm bending down or on my knees, I'm getting the screws in the board and I'm getting it done. I have to take more breaks because I can't be out in that sun as long as I could have when I was younger. But it doesn't matter if it takes me longer to do it, I'm still doing it. And the feeling that I get from accomplishing my goals and not giving up on myself is the most powerful thing that I can bring to anybody. So regardless of your age, if there is something in your heart to do, go do it. Go do it. I'm gonna cheer you on. Cause I already know you can do it. But I just want us to live. I want us to live. I want us to love on ourselves while we're living. I want us to show up for who we are. Soon this house is gonna be quiet. If you did parenting correctly, your kids will grow up and maintain their own lives. They'll still be your kids. You'll spend the rest of your life with them, but they'll maintain your own life. It's going to be hard for me to transition, but before Jeremiah leaves, I'm working on owning in on my inner voice, loving on myself in a way that when he does leave, I'll be able to know within me, like, I got this. It's not easy because I haven't had a quiet house in 21 years. But I can do this. If I don't take the time to do the work right now to build myself up, I'm not going to do well. And I have boys. My boys love me with the kind of love that I've never experienced before. If I'm not okay, they're not going to be okay. They're not going to fly and soar and do all the things that God designed them to do if they're worried about their mama. So I have to show them that I'm strong enough to build a fence. I'm strong enough to take care of home. I'm strong enough to motivate myself and stand on my own without making my life about them. And then they'll be able to go out and have some sense of a sound mind in reference to mama got this, she's gonna be okay. So everything that I'm doing now is building me up, and it's also showing my kids my level of strength. Like, they're still, my best years are still ahead of me in a sense. I really wanted to record this last night when I got out of the shower, but we're not crying today, and I was all crying because when I have a revelation my emotions take over. And you were supposed to hear this message today because all week I struggled so hard with brain fog. Oh, it's been a crying day. I struggled with brain fog all week, and today I can clearly articulate my thoughts in a way that I know you understand it because you were supposed to get this message. Many of my subscribers are my age or older, And as women, we define our lives by kids. We define our lives by youth. And we often feel like I was the skinniest, I was the most agile in my 20s, and 30s, but I was up to my neck to being someone's mom. And I'm here to let you know that you're still agile. You're still the finest you could ever be. At 40, at 60, at 50, whatever age you are, you still got it. We don't have to rest on the exterior, because what God put in us is so much more attractive than what He put on the outside of us. And the strength that you had in your 20s, you have owned in on that, and you are even stronger now. You know who you are. In your 20s, you didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe you're better than me, but I didn't know. As you age, the knowledge that you gain, the way you loved someone wrong and learned how to love better, the way you fumbled through parenting in the beginning, and now you can soundly stand on what you're doing and how you're building, because you understand, like, all you can do is give your best, and the child will do what the child will do. You're just going to be there with them. You're just going to stand with them, and you're going to put God all up in your business. Your business. But we have lives to live. If we wake up every morning that we wake up, there is something that God expects us to do, and we're going to get out and do it. And I know His calling for me is higher than a fence, but hey, it's a fence today. So we're going to get it done. I don't want to hold you guys too long, but I needed to share that. Live, put power in yourself, and give yourself grace in the way that you provide grace to the rest of the people around you, because you are worth it. You are worth everything that you're giving yourself and 10 times more. We raised amazing babies who are becoming awesome gentlemen by the grace of God. So let's give each other grace. And with that said, we're going to go back out here and get on this fence now. Hopefully one of the power boxes is working. I only have a circular saw, so while I was at Lowe's today picking up the remaining planks that I needed, I did have them cut a couple of the fence pickets in half. There are a couple gaps where I needed like half of a picket to fill it in. So I'm going back now and putting in those half pickets where they need to go on the fence. Alright guys, so the fence is done and I'm so proud of myself for sticking it out. It actually looks really good. I did a good job, but I think I made the job harder than it needed to be. If I would have just stopped and went to Lowe's to get the string, I wouldn't have to fight that leveler so much. On top of that, if I used the deck screws to start, I wouldn't have to go back and then put 2 screws in each of the board. Basically, if you do it right the first time, you don't have to come back and touch an area that you completed again. And so next time I'll make sure that I prepare better now that I know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm proud of myself for sticking to it. But there is a lot that I could have done better, and I'll do that. What I learned, I will use all of the things that I learned the next time I do a fence. I am gonna extend it a little beyond this porch, porch, but beyond my steps, so that I can have a little bit of privacy from the street. So that'll be my next project. But I am very happy with how the deck came out. I can truly do all things. I really can. I got the rocks from Lowe's to extend the patio out that way, but I didn't get the tarp, so I'll have to do that in the next video. Plus, I don't really have my vision set for what I want to do over there. I want to do some type of stone table setup, so when I'm hosting my family, I can have like a little hosting place. Initially, I wanted to put the grill there, but I was told you want to have the grill further from the house than that area will allow me to do. So I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put the grill. But I am very, very proud with the progress that I've made on this patio. I also wanted to share that I was on vacation the second week in March. That's when I decided that I was done waiting for land and I was going to live. I started on a Tuesday. So the second week of March, that Tuesday, whatever day it was, is when I went to Lowe's and got the rocks, the weed barrier, and I started the deck. Keep in mind, it is almost the last week in May. We have one more week left in May, and I'm just getting to the fence. In March, when this idea came to me, all I did was put down the rocks All of the other stuff that you see is the things that have been sitting under my house for over 4 years. I didn't buy any of that in March. That's been there since COVID. Yeah, when everything in Lowe's was pretty much on clearance. This is all clearance buys, or things that were given away. So all I did, like I said, in March is pull the stuff from underneath my house and put down the rocks. From March to now, which is May 22nd, I've done nothing. The poles I did put in the ground in March because I was told they had to settle a little before I put the fence up, but they didn't need to settle that long, from the second week of March till, what is it, May 22nd. It's just everything that I'm building, I'm going to protect it. All of my finances cannot go into the cosmetic parts of my home. I did not come this far to pay off a home, to save a year's worth of expenses, to set my family up and get us in this position, to throw my money away on the cosmetic things, and I'm not saving for things that will come. Part of being a homeowner is knowing that hot water heaters will give out, the AC will give out, appliances will give out. All of those things impact the quality of your home, and you have to make sure that you are saving for those things as well. Building a fence comes secondary. Making the yard look nice, all that cosmetic stuff comes secondary. So please understand, I started this project, like I said, the second week in March, and I'm not making any, I didn't make any progress on it until the end of May. It sat for over 2 months with nothing being done. And even now, I'm doing it on a budget. I gave myself $100 today. I spent $79 and some change. I bought Jeremiah Chipotle with the change, but hey, neither here nor there. I don't want to cook. But it's done on a budget. Right now, the budget for me to keep up with all of my other financial responsibilities and all my other financial goals is $100 a week towards my deck. If something happens and I need to adjust my expenses, the first thing that I'm gonna cut is money for a deck. There is no reason to build a life of comfort and then throw it away trying to keep up with the Joneses. You are running your race. You can get to adding to your home when you get to it. It's yours. Nobody can take it away from you, and that's what you work for. Protect what you work for, and all this other cosmetic stuff comes in time. You can watch my video. I watch many people who do patio decor on a much grander scale than I am able to at this time. Eventually I will get there, but I use it as inspiration. I love to see somebody accomplish a goal that I have for me, even if at this time in my life it's not my time to do that. I can hold it hold it in and then customize it when it's my time. Don't feel rushed to do anything because you see other people doing it. Run your race. Everything that God has for you, you're gonna get it in your season. If you try to get it in somebody else's season, you're gonna mess up your blessing and have to wait longer. So I think it's important that I tell you guys that take inspiration from other people's work, use it to motivate you, but understand you know your income, you know your finances. Move when you are financially able to move and not a minute sooner. And with that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. In the next video, I will be adding the hooks for my ferns, hopefully getting my ferns, and I'll be extending the rocks. Like I said, I bought the rocks this week. I bought 4 bags. They're sitting in my trunk still, but I need to get the tarp, and I'll just do that next week, because like I said, the budget was $100. I spent $79 and some change, and I bought Maya Chipotle with the rest. So tarp isn't happening this week. And that's okay, but we have more to do. I'm just gonna keep the series going until I'm able to finish it. I want to put a time limit on it, but I can't. I'm flowing it at $100 a week. So we gonna get it done when we get it done. But I got this. I can do all things, and God did not bless me with any skills higher than what he blessed you with. So if I can do it, you can do it. And we're all gonna build up our homes, and we're all going to show up as the best version of ourselves. It was a pleasure talking to you guys today. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.